Welcome, folks, back to day four of Fogo Island Pride's Enigma Mystery Art Auction. My name is Trevor Taylor, co-founder and co-director of Fogo Island Pride. But of course, you know that at this point in time, if you are back for the fourth day of bidding that we've had, and we've had a stellar week so far, and we're going to keep it going today, all in support of Fogo Island Pride and Camp Ohana. Here in Newfoundland, Labrador, and the contributing artist to this auction. So great to have you back for another day. We had a really, I think, fast and furious day yesterday. There was a few runaway bids and some bidding wars going on. So that's great to see. All of that is helping us get closer and closer to our goal. So thanks so much to everybody who has been bidding so far. Thanks to the folks who have been coming online and liking our page and keeping engaged with what it is that we're doing here, even if it's just to come and look at some art and maybe share it out. If you share out the page, it'll only help us out, folks. So we really appreciate it. All right. So as promised yesterday, we actually do have a special guest with us here today. We have Vinn Elliott, who is the co-founder and director, or one of the directors of Camp Ohana, who's been with the organization since its inception. So we'd like to bring him into the stream here now. We can do that. I'm asking the producers where we are. There's Vinn. How are you, Vinn?
I'm good, thanks.
It's great. So glad you could join us. And normally I'd be going through and I'd be, giving the big spiel about your mission and talking about all the great work you're doing on the west coast of this of the island. But now you're here in the flesh today to do it. So people don't need to listen to me. There you go.
Well, sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. I didn't realize you were done. Keep going.
No, my first question to you was going to be, well, I guess introduce yourself, because I've just thrown out your name, but what makes you tick?
Yeah. So yeah, we already know. My name's Vinn. I'm 20. I started Camp Ohana with two other of my friends when I was 17. So it was my last year of high school. So that's been going on for 4 years now. And we're going into our fourth year. Despite the pandemic, we've still kept going. We've been following all of our precautions and things like that. And things are going really, really well. We just got a grant from the Tegan and Sarah Foundation, which is a big thing on our end. So we're very excited about that. So,
wow, congratulations! That's excellent. And I understand that this is not just you alone. There's a whole team that really started with you. I don't know if you want to kind of just go into a few of those folks there. I know we had a quick conversation there a few minutes ago, actually, right before we went live. So, who are some of the other folks who started Camp Ohana with you?
So not only is it me, it's Jessie Lawrence as well. She started when she was 15, and Maddie Dix, who started when she was 17 as well. And they are 110% my equals. We have worked equally on this since its inception. There's so many things that I guess it wouldn't be as unique an experience as it is, or as it has been, both at camp and both I guess kind of working on it throughout the year without them. And one of our biggest partners that we've had ever since its inception was the Corner Brook status of Women's Council. Without them, we wouldn't have even got on our feet. I don't think so. So we're very, very grateful for them.
No, that's excellent. Listen, you need those people in the community there to help you out and there to support you, and need those people to ask questions, especially considering you folks started this when you were in high school.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a huge project to undertake as like a grade, 11, 12 student, you said?
It was a 10 and 12, actually. So Jessie was in grade 10.
Yeah, so yeah, that's phenomenal. And now I've got a background in education as well. And I mean, I'd be thrilled to find out one of my students literally started the camp, like Camp Ohana. So speaking of which, I guess, where did that idea, come from? So what is Camp Ohana and what was it born of, I guess?
So just a little bit about camp itself, I guess. It's for ages 14 to 18, and it's normally at Kill Devil, but because of the pandemic, we unfortunately had to move over to West Haven, which is in Pasadena. Kill Devil's in Grossmoran. And we're doing day camps right now, while normally we'd be doing overnight camps, and it's 3 days. And we normally provide regular kind of camp activities. So you might find canoeing and crafts and tie dyeing, but you'll also find very specific. So, for example, sex ed resources that are consent-based and inclusive, and kids that are coming from more rural areas might not receive those resources at all, right? And then we also go into self-care, and we always have multiple mental health professionals on site. My mom's actually one of them, believe it or not. And she comes every year. And we always have what's called a queer prom. So just say if we have any graduating campers that may have not been able to go to grad or go to prom like they wanted to when they were in school, they have the ability to kind of have that kind of thing when they're at camp. And we do actually have a lot of graduating campers that come back to go to volunteer with us afterwards, right? But the way that it started is actually really, really special to us, because what ended up happening was in Roddickton, Cloud River Academy. They were having some trouble with some unacceptance issues from the community, from the school itself, from the students. And the guidance counselor there, I believe she was a guidance counselor. I can't remember, because I know she's phenomenal with English too. Her name is Sarah. She contacted the guidance counselor at Corner Brook, Mr. Lowe, and she was like, "Hey, can you find a couple students to come out and do a presentation?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And he asked me, and he asked a couple of people, and he ended up asking Jessie, who at the time was actually in 9th grade. So he contacted her from the junior high, and it just happened to be me, Maddie, and Jessie. And Maddie and Jessie already knew each other, but these two people were basically strangers to me. So this was brand new. And so we hopped in Mr. Lowe's car. We went up to Roddickton, and we met their GSA, who, was very small, but very, very tight-knit group of people. And we did this presentation, and it was one of the most amazing experiences in the world, because we didn't expect the supportive reaction that we got from them, and their genuine will to learn. And so, considering that was such a good experience, the kids from Roddickton, a couple months later, came to Rude Awakening here in Corner Brook, and we all met again. And I can't remember who brought it up, but we were like, yeah, and we were like, man, it'd be so cool if we could have a camp like ones that we've seen all over the place, like here on the West Coast. And I remember saying, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You know what I mean? And Jesse goes, why can't we do it? And I'm like,
no, why wait when you can do it?
I mean, I guess we can. And from there, we kind of just did. So
that's amazing. That is a phenomenal story. I mean, now look where you've gone in 4 years now. Do you have an idea of how many campers have gone through at this point? And I guess, clearly there must have been the impact here in the individual stories. I mean, I've seen some quotes that are on your website. Clearly the work that you're doing is having a great effect on the queer community out on the West Coast.
Well, yeah, believe it or not, it's not even just the West Coast. So we do have some people from, Central and Eastern coming too. But in our first 2 years, we had upwards of 40 campers, and 40 is normally our limit. But if we have some campers like in heavy need, we're not gonna tell them they can't come. We'll always allow people to come.
Yeah.
But and so, yeah, that was the first 2 years. But in the last 2 years, just because of pandemic regulations, we've had about 22 campers, which, is fine, considering the, where it's day camps, and some people might struggle to come at all and find places to stay and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we have solid 20 the past 2 years is really cool to us. So.
Well, that's excellent. And now to that point, so I mean, if folks are listening to you here now and they're like, you know what, that is exactly what I need right now, or I know somebody in my life who could really benefit from this kind of an experience, how do they get involved? How do they reach out to you folks? Is there a process? Is it registration? What does that look like?
So our registration normally opens up around March, April every year. And that's, like I said, for ages 14 to 18. And it's normally might be a tiny bit earlier for volunteers, which is for ages 19 and up. And it is an application process. And we always post our applications on our Instagram and our Facebook. And we just got a brand new website, which one of our new board members actually made along with Jesse, and they did phenomenal jobs. So now it's super easy to be able to go to our website and just click the button that says apply, and now you can apply.
Okay.
And aside from that, we also every year we sometimes might need more board of director spaces. So we always have a youth advisory board so that young people have the ability to get involved, because that's kind of what we're about. We're about working for young people and young people being involved. And yeah, so there's also an application depending on how many spots we have open for board members as well.
Right. Well, that's excellent. I mean, I think you've answered. Like, I had some other questions in my back pocket here, but I think you've just answered them all as we went on through, because you did talk about volunteering, and there is a process that you go through, an application for that, and people can all find that online. So, I mean, it seems to be that you've got a very well-rounded operation now, slowly formed over the last 4 years, and it's been clearly very successful. We're hoping that through this art auction, we'll be able to get you a few more dollars to help support those efforts. Is there a space where people can, like, do you do your own fundraising, donations, that kind of stuff?
Yes. Also on our new website, that again makes stuff so much easier. If you go right to the bottom, it'll say make a donation. You click that button and you can make a donation just like that. But then again, if anyone ever needs to contact us otherwise, you can always message our Facebook or Instagram, or campohana01@gmail.com.
There you go. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Vinn. I understand that you've got somewhere else to go after this, but we really appreciate you taking the time to tell us all about the amazing stuff that's happening at Camp Ohana. It never hurts to jump online and tell people how great you are. Trust me, it'll get you places. And I forgot to mention off the top that you've been accepted to Dell into social work. So congratulations on that. I feel like you're going to be starting a whole new chapter of your life while this is still there. So I mean, we're so proud of you. I mean, again, as an educator, I'm amazed. It's great, and I think you're an amazing role model for so many folks in this province looking to make changes. So good on you. All right, so I will let you go. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much on your guys' end for all the work you guys are doing. It's amazing, and I really hope this goes well for you in the future.
Well, I hope so too. All right, take care. I'm sure we'll be talking. We'll send you the check. There you go. All right, thanks so much, Vinn. Appreciate it. All right, folks. So that was Vinn Elliott. I keep on wanting to say Vin Diesel, and I have to stop myself every single time. So from Camp Ohana, co-founder and co-director out there doing some amazing amazing work on the West Coast that is clearly influencing not just that side of the province. I mean, really having reach throughout Central, and we're hoping for many more years to come. So yeah, there we go. So now that you really know, so now it's not just me here online reading out a mission. You've seen the folks who are pushing change in this province and really supporting our youth. And what more could we ask for? So I am going to ask my partner in crime, my co-director, and also co-founder of Fogo Island Pride, to join me. Don't know if he's ready yet to do so.
Hello.
Yeah, there he is. Hello, Evan.
Hello.
Yeah, for some folks, they probably realize that myself and Evan are not in the same location. I've decided to visit some friends and family this week. So this is the wonder of technology nowadays in the world that we live in. There you go. So great conversation with Vinn.
Very great. Yeah. It was. It's nice to be able to talk to younger generations and good work that they're doing, and it's mind-blowing that a grade 10 grade 12 student came up with this idea, and with a little assistance got it up and running, and
Yep.
to basically to get to have camp, and anybody from all across Newfoundland can actually go and experience this, get the resources, be with people that actually get them with you know, because being a teenager, you always feel different, but you know, being in a yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Safe space.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really nice to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about what I was like in grade 10, and I can guarantee you I was not starting a camp with my friends that 40 folks were now coming in participating in every single year. So
Me neither.
Yeah. So now about today's auction. So we're on what?
Lot number 4.
Lot number 4. I guess some usual reminders. I mean, we've got our own Pride events coming up, 8th to the 14th. Those of August, those details will be released very shortly, pending funding. Just going to throw that out there into the mix, into the world. We've got 7 days of events planned that do cost money. There's lots of folks who are coming in to help support our events and to present and perform. And we're hoping to be able to really put on a great show and a good series of events using these funds. And on top of that, support Camp Ohana and the contributing artists that have donated their pieces to us today. Exactly. So people could also go online. We're also looking for sponsorships. The sponsorship application, I don't think we've ever really talked about the sponsorship application at length.
Not on a live stream, no.
No. So the different levels, I know we throw them out there. People probably see them on our social media all the time. So what do they mean? The platinum, bronze, gold, silver, what are all those?
Yeah, so if you give me a moment, I'll be able to pull that up there now, and we can actually go through some of it.
So folks, this is where I put Evan on the spot, and then I ask him to do something that I didn't talk to him about.
No worries.
Not bad.
And here we are. So we do have different levels of sponsorship, and this can be from an individual, business, organization, what have you. So our full sponsorship guide is available on our website under support, sponsors, and the 2021 sponsorship. And our complete guide is there as a PDF downloadable link, and also just the application separate is there as well, so you can print it off or just fill it out and send it back to us. But basically, the sponsorship levels go from platinum, which is $1,000 plus. Then basically it's different items available. So if you're a platinum sponsor, you're guaranteed exclusivity on one Pride event. So like any one of our 7 Pride events, official sponsor of blank event. You get high profile visibility for your brand across our promotional material. So like our Pride guides that come out. Let me see if I actually got one here with me right now.
Let's say we are currently producing that Pride guide. It will hopefully be available very shortly. I've always been very proud of that guide.
Yes, so this is the one of the brainchilds of a previous member, but like we have our Pride guides here, and like it goes through a list of our current committee, any kind of like right now, like I know Camp Ohana will be in it as our 2021 Enigma recipient. We do have I know last year we had stories from queer people from Fogo Island, and their struggles and trials and tribulations. We do like queer icons from the past and the present, Canadian, Newfoundland ones. We do have like your sponsorship guide or your sponsorship sponsors, and usually we have our sponsors on our front of the Pride guide as well. And we try to print off a few copies to go around Fogo Island, and also it's available online on our website as well. So continuing with the sponsorship guide, you get direct exposure to a lot of our members and volunteers and partners and things like that, and a whole list of other things with that platinum sponsorship.
Which is growing at this point in time, because I think the longer we've been doing this on Fogo Island, the more people have been recognizing that there are really businesses and people on this island who really do support the messages of diversity and inclusion, and us really advocating for the LGBTQ2 SIA plus community. So exactly. I mean, that recognition.
Yeah, for sure. And like if you want to donate directly without going through the application or anything like that, there is donate buttons right on the website, and it links right to our PayPal account, and it just gets sent in, and you can send us an email to say that your business has sponsored us as well. We do have our gold sponsorship, our silver sponsorship, and our bronze sponsorship basically is anything below anything let's say $199 and less, or in kind or in contra. So like if you're going to donate goods from your business, or if you're going to have a space, or if you have a space available that we can
Airbnb, accommodations.
Exactly, yeah. So that can be comprised of any contra or in-kind offers, and then a bronze sponsorship does receive brand recognition in our Pride Guide on our website. It's all of our sponsors currently are listed. So if I scroll down a little bit further, we do have our sponsors. We have Miller's Value Grocer and BJ's Journal Store.
Sponsor 3 years running, Miller's Value Grocer.
Yeah, and we have our gold sponsor right now is Scoff Restaurant. We do have our silver sponsors, which is Orkin Canada and Young Studios, which is Adam Young, who's an artist here on Fogo Island. And our bronze sponsors are Scotiabank and the Fogo Island Cooperative Society. So anytime that new sponsorship comes on, they get listed on our website right away. They get social media posts throughout. And again, all the benefits are listed all on our website there under support, sponsors, and 2021 sponsorship.
Right. So this, we are still looking for sponsorship. So, we did have a deadline that was on the 12th, I believe.
July 10th, yeah.
Yeah. So we are still, though, accepting the sponsorship. So if you're a business owner right now out there listening to this, or if you know a business owner who would really like to support Fogo Island Pride, reach out and or just go to our webpage and you can directly donate there. Don't need to worry about filling out the application. By all means, have at it. We would welcome it at this point. Notice there, Jared has made a comment. Hello, Jared. I bet say he's a regular stream watcher now at this point in time. I keep on saying Jared's name, and it's awesome to see. Loving Adam's art. Looking forward to getting a piece when they come to Fogo Island next summer.
Awesome.
Adam's studio is a must-see for anybody who visits Fogo Island. I think in all the folks who visit with us, there's not or who is in our circle, I'm pretty sure we've gifted them a piece of Adam's art at least once in their life. Exactly, for the most part, so long as we can get a chip to you. Or if you visited us on the island, we've always made a trip to see Adam. So definitely something to see. So bidding lot 4. Let's actually get to it. We're far into the stream today. I feel like this is actually like a full-on podcast at this point. Jared, yes, I'll accept. There we go. Get us up when you're here. All right, so let's see what's going on today. Lot 4, lots of traction today. We've had a lot of we've had bids coming in for the better part of the day. Great.
Starting. I think as soon as the lot opened at 12 o'clock, we had a few bids actually right away,
and some very different pieces. I know I've said we've had a very eclectic group of things before, and there's always something for everybody. But I really do think there is something for everybody in this, and it's not just how can I say this, art that you hang on the wall. We are seeing a lot of crafts and that coming through, which is really representative of Fogo Island and
exactly, yeah.
And
when they came in with their applications, the artists and stuff like that, and I saw the pictures, I was just like, wow, like someone literally made this beautiful quilt or beautiful placemats or like blankets, and it's just like they're freely donating it to, because they believe in a cause that Fogo Island Pride is doing, all the work that we're doing with our food security program, the Food Fresh project that we had, the mental health training that we had, and now we're in the process of actually and we're in the process of now actually getting a community center up and running, which we can provide more support, not only to us LGBTQI people on the island, but also all the residents of Fogo Island, right? And for that, for us to do that, we do need those sponsors, and we do need a bit of money from from grants, which we've been applying for. So it's been a steady uphill since we started.
Yeah, I don't want to beg, but the lights need to stay on somehow. So first piece up, we have this is called FIP Leaf. I can only assume the FIP Leaf. lovely piece. Very similar piece was in yesterday's auction as well. This was created, it's dated June 2020, and it is a watercolor on paper. Straightforward in terms of descriptions, but really expressive piece. Again, the use of color, it's always been seen. And I love the background that they've chosen for this one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm in love with that.
And this next one is is just titled Wooden Bowl, and it's obviously a wooden bowl. It's made of spruce. It's painted with red, black, and gold paints. It's 9 inches in diameter, and I think it's 1.5 inches deep. And kind of resembles a piece that we had last auction, I do believe. So I think this is the
contributor.
This might be a recurring artist. Yeah. So again,
Yes.
Really beautifully done. Like I love the contrast with like black and the red and a bit of gold there. And I don't know, it's again another piece that, you know, it's not just say an artwork.
Folks.
You know, it's not a picture of a bowl. It's an actual bowl that's that's been donated.
This is not a print of the bowl. It is the bowl.
It is the bowl.
Which, and this is, I guess, why I kind of worry about these things sometimes too, because you see these amazing pieces, and like, I can only imagine if you were to be able to stand there and pick this up and see it and turn it around and get a feel for its weight and the delicate work that was definitely put into this. But clearly a piece that took a considerable amount of time and skill, and so grateful to see something so different in our art auction again this year. So if you are looking for that perfect piece for your mantle, maybe it's your front room, maybe it's your porch, I don't know. Maybe you do want to hang it on the wall. There's a whole history of hanging plates on walls in Newfoundland and Labrador. Go to any Dan's house, plates and spoons as far as the eye can see, but you can't use any of them.
Exactly.
But again, it is the bowl, folks. It is the bowl. It's not just the picture.
Okay, moving on. Our next one, again, not a picture. This is an actual. It's called a lap quilt. It's the I believe the design is called 9 patch on point.
That's correct.
I have no idea what that means, but apparently it's quilter's terms. This was donated to us. It is like, again, it's a medium lap quilt. It is 100% cotton, and I believe it's 48 inches by 56 inches. And if you were to convert that into feet, what would you get, Trevor?
4 feet by, oh God. What am I doing? Math, 8 inches.
Now putting you on the spot now.
4 by 4 2/3. 4 feet by 4 2/3 feet. A lovely, again, it is the quilt, and it is a handmade piece here on Fogo Island. I'm going to give it away, and I'm going to say that this came from Seldom. So the folks who probably can notice the patio can probably figure out what patio that's from. And now, and again, really showing the skill and the craftsmanship, and I mean the quilts to Fogo Island culture embedded in the history of this island. So great to see that this kind of a piece has made it into the auction. Yeah, and current bid on that is $150. Nice. There you go. So, we never talked about and actually $150. There's definitely some room to grow there on that one. If anyone has visited Fogo Island and has seen the quality of these pieces here on the island, people know that they do go for considerable amount. Yeah, and I'll cycle back to the FIP leaf. That one currently is at $30, and the bowl currently right now is at, let me bring it up, $75. Wooden bowl, 75. Nice. Yep. Excellent. So again, a lot of traction today, and it's nice to see, because remember, not just us, also Camp Ohana, and also the artist and or crafter and or maker who donated today. Yep. Next up, we have a set, and this is actually a set. Oh, I need to sneeze. Nope. This is a set of handmade. I thought that was just going to come just then. It was going to be a violent sneeze on camera. Handmade placemats, beautifully designed handmade placemats, hand sewn, has a summer theme. I'm looking at some apples, and I love the colors in this piece. Definitely giving me some country kitchen vibes there. And it is a set of 6, so it's not
6, I'm just viewing that now, and it's actually maximized on my screen right now, and just the beautiful stitch work and the way it's seamless, the way it's done, and I like the half design. They're not the full kind of almost almost looks like a flower a half a flower in a sense. But yeah, it's beautifully done. The backs, I believe I had a photo of the backs. I didn't think I put it on though, but they're really nice, and it's a. I would never be able to do something like this unless I had,
always so jealous.
Hours and hours of training. Yeah.
I'm jealous of what the people who donate to our auction can do, whether it is the painting, sketching, carving, crafting. So much talent. These are locally made. I will again put that out there.
They're from Fogo Island,
from Fogo Island, and not. I don't want to say common, but how can I say this? There are many styles of placemats that you locally made handmade placemats that you can get here from some of the amazing quilters and crafters out here on the island. I actually haven't quite seen a set like this before.
No, I was going to mention. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. From going to all the different stores and little craft fairs and the makers markets and stuff like that. I haven't really seen the half circle or half flower shape kind of design, and I think it's really cool. Yeah,
it's very unique. I'll take the next one because I know Evan, you want to talk about the last one.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, and this is another piece that I really don't think that the picture does it justice. This is called British Boy, and it is blue crayon on paper. And it's an image inspired by a British street punk that the artist saw while they were in England on a quest to locate British artist Francis Bacon. So,
and now again, one of a local artist, very well known, and has contributed every year since we started Enigma, and it's just I don't know. I know the last year's piece was so beautiful, and I love their technique and just the way they. I don't know. It just
style for them too. If you go to their studio in Deep Bay, you wouldn't quite see this. There's a. I'm gonna drop that one.
Mystery art auction.
I just enjoy it too much. All right. And again, folks, this is a great piece and an original piece of art by and I will say, a very well-known artist here on Fogo Island. So,
and that's what that's what I like about a lot of these, especially when we recommend it, or we said about a theme about celebrating diversity, and that was this year's theme, and it's just that people came up with such great ideas and great interpretations of what celebrating diversity means to them, and
this is their perspective. This is the artist's own experience in and how they
what it means to them. And that there's so many original pieces in this. This is literally the original piece from an artist. They never done. There's no prints of it. They're a lot of these are just original. Paintings, drawings, sculptures, and things of nature, and it just blows me away how many artists have contributed to us in the past, couple of years, and just the amount of support and generosity that they've given Fogo Island Pride.
We've always had a very close working relationship with the arts community here, and we really do want to keep on fostering that and recognizing the amazing work that's happening here.
Exactly.
Now, I'll let you lead into the last one because I know you're excited about this one. I think a lot of people.
I love. I'm not gonna say I'm biased, but I love the the effect of these pieces. This one right here is called Harmony and a Yarn, and it just when I received it again, this artist has contributed to Enigma every year. Their first piece that we had on the Enigma art auction blew my mind away. And if I could run up and take it and run away, I would have. But then we would have never received the amount of, funds from the auction if I had to run and take a lot of the pieces that I liked. But this one is called Harmony and a Yarn. Now, this does have a lot of meaning behind it, and the artist went into great depth to actually, do up a piece that they think was the theme and what's going on in the world and things of that nature. So let me just read it out here. So it's a 10-inch by 10-inch. It's an upholstered 1-inch board. It's quilted, fabric remnants, embroidery floss, metallic thread. There's adhesive, and it's hand sewn with some machine stitching. And now there is, like, each element on this is actually, something. So, like, the butterflies are, as the artist says, they're transformation, endurance, and hope. The green is renewal. The circles are wholeness of self. Red is courage. You have orange, which is sexuality and the remembrance of Indigenous children, as we all have seen on social media and in the news, unfortunately. Then we have the tea / the drinking of the tea is peaceful life, harmony, respect, conversation. The triangle, which is the serviette, cycles of growth, and enlightenment. And the red end, white rose, is unity. So, like, this piece is, it's phenomenal. And again, if I could run away with this piece, I probably would.
And this is another one that I really don't think a picture does it justice in the amount of detail and craftsmanship and that went into this. I know that the artist who originally actually wasn't doing art before our original auction, and everyone was blown away when they saw the first piece that first year, and every year it has been just hitting it out of the park every single time. And this is phenomenal. The amount of detail that's been put into this.
Exactly. Yeah. And right now, I believe, and a lot of people know who this artist is, because right now I think we're up to $150 right now on this piece. And again, if I was made of money, I would probably buy them all, but then that would be the purpose of the fundraiser.
Yes.
So,
I mean, a beautiful piece, a unique piece at that. I mean, anybody would be so lucky to have that and see it hanging in their kitchen or their dining room, or just so lucky to have it if they could get it. And again, original pieces, original piece they do every year. So, like, it's amazing. Yeah, and now one thing too, because we're here talking about the artists in somewhat secretive ways. So we are going to be releasing names of artists after. Is that we've had that question asked time and time again?
Yeah. So what happens basically at the end of the auction, which would be on Friday evening, or basically Saturday morning, I guess, if it's 12 o'clock. So at the end of the auction, Saturday, we do contact all the winning bidders, and to basically, get their contact information and shipping and all information so that the artists can send our work. Then our artists, their names get revealed and released on our website through our social media channels. And we'll also be doing, if you're subscribed to the mailing list for Folk Island Pride, you actually get an email as well, just stating, a general thank you to our artists and everybody who's bid and things of that nature. And again, that list would be on the email blast that's going to be sent out on Saturday as well.
There you go. So so things to look forward to. And you know what? And some of the artists do have their names hidden in the work. So you would find out if you were a winning bidder who it was. No worries on that. So folks, we've got another great day ahead of us. We have got the usual 3 hours or so and 22 minutes Newfoundland time, if you're in the province, and if you're down in Labrador, that's what I like to say here. Remember, listen, everyone always says down in Labrador. Now I feel like
you do, yeah.
say it. So if you're up that way, remember it is Newfoundland time. Up to midnight tonight to get your bids in, remembering that bid goes to Fogo Island Pride, also goes to Camp Ohana, and back to the contributing artist as well. So keep that in mind as you're going on through and you're making your bids. They are donations to us to make sure that we can keep on doing the great things that we've had planned out and we've done for the last 3 years. So and we want to be able to keep on doing it for you folks. Exactly. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So, folks, if you don't follow us on social media, also over there, I believe it's over there, our Fogo Island Pride Facebook page, Twitter, and our Instagram. If you have not followed us on all of those platforms, get up there and do it. We're getting really good now at realizing.
I had to do it. I had to do it over on the screen first so I can point to it.
There you go. Take skill.
Yeah.
There you go. So follow us. Keep up to date with us. You're going to see lots of stuff come out in the next little while about our own events coming up. And listen, if you are a staycationer, if you are a Newfoundlander and you're like, you know what, I don't want to go around all the pandemic nonsense and I'm going to go around this province, 8th to the 14th of August will be Pride on Fogo Island. Tell your friends, book your accommodations, get out there and help support not just the queer community in rural Newfoundland, Labrador, but really all the Fogo Island. So it'd be great to see you folks out here. It's going to be a great week. We're going to round it out with our usual parade in downtown Fogo. And we've got some great events, barbecues coming up, picnics, a slew of queens. I still don't know what the plural for queens, for a gaggle of drag queens is. Gaggle is going to be the word I'm going to use. If no one corrects me.
Excellent.
All right, folks. So take care. Go online. Put your bids in. Don't do so right now, or do it early to avoid disappointment.
Good now.
We will see it right now, and we will see you back again tomorrow for the last day of the Fogo Island Pride Enigma Mystery Art Auction. All right.
See you tomorrow.
Take care, folks. See ya.